Hey everybody, I got a Gen Con recap for you. All right everyone, I finally got a chance to get my life back in order after Gen Con. I spent about 5 days in Indianapolis. Thank you so much to Late Night Gaming, Loopy, for letting me carpool with him down to Gen Con. I played in all three large events on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it was an absolute blast. If you came up to me and met me and said hi, or signed your card or whatever, thank you so much. And I had so many people come up to me and just thank me for the content, thank me for my channel. Just come say hi. Never be, if you ever see me out in public, like definitely just come up to me. It was just absolutely surreal meeting a lot of you. To be honest, I was blown away by how many people actually were like, hey, thank you so much for your content. Or, I really watch your stuff, or I listen to it in the car on the way to work, or things like that. And so, to be honest, that actually meant a lot to me. A lot of us in the Star Wars Unlimited community are pretty small YouTubers in the grand scheme of things. And it just felt really, really good to meet you all and to be like, that was my first time at like a big Star Wars Unlimited event. I've gone to locals, I've gone to like cast tournaments, but I've never been to like a tournament where I've met just a bunch of people. And I've actually had an absolute blast with some of y'all. Huge shout out to KTOD. You guys threw a great after party on day 3. We went out to the bar in downtown Indianapolis, and we had an absolute blast. In fact, I'm going to roll that clip right now. I passed my phone around and let people film whatever they wanted. So let's watch that right now.
So, Gen Con, it's been amazing meeting all the people.
KTOD, what's going on?
We got Ryan.
Make sure you follow us first. Some follow Rebel Resources.
What's up, brother?
Some follow.
Next year, baby.
Yo, what up, guys? KTOD Maddie here at the KTOD meetup. Check this shit out. We are popping off. Gen Con was the best. Ryan Warner kicked my butt, but I still got to play Matt. Love you guys.
What's up? Here from Gen Con on some random guy's phone. It's that. Shut. Come on, Hulk. You got some words of wisdom for the phone. This is the bar phone.
Play blue. It's the best color.
Hundo.
Outside of playing blue, you need to play tech. It's the best card in the game.
What's up, Rebel Resource?
So that was an absolute blast. Just the energy was crazy. Like we McClunky toasted. So huge shout out to the KTOD team. They performed very well in the tournament. And then I have a personal testing team as well that we did pretty well. I took 6th place on day 3. I did play day 1 and day 2. Day 1, I was late to the tournament because of my first time at Gen Con. And I ended up getting an automatic game loss. I still went 5-2, so I got a pretty good record, and then didn't get a top 16 playmat, but I did get that playmat. Let's go on day 3. I took 6th place, and my buddy Frank took, I think, 4th, and I got to meet a lot of you all in person, like Frank and Ian, who made the Double Yellow Han, Jeremiah, who's in some of the B-roll that we're going to be watching right now. Yeah, they are solid people. We just had an absolute blast. We, hung out, got food, drank. I was an absolute like nerd vacation. It was so fun. And I got to meet the game designers as well. I got to meet Xander. Yes, Xander's a real person. He's not just a android. He's a real person. I've seen him so much on camera. I finally got to like meet him, and everyone was so nice. They were just doing like drafts near the end. Like they just like, hey, we got extra drafts, and the game designers would pull random people and pull them in to draft. And you can see that on camera here, that I drafted with them. And it was just super fun. Huge shout out to Woo. We actually took down the OG KTOD team in a little draft that we did. It was easy. We like 5-1'd them. So see you guys next year on that one. It was super fun playing in the tournament, meeting the game designers, and just getting to hang out with people who like Star Wars Unlimited and who want to play competitively or play casually. It was a fantastic time, and I learned a lot. at Gen Con, and I was playing Yellow Sabine. If everyone's going to ask in the comments, I was playing Yellow Sabine. The list did pretty good. I went 6-1. There were some matchups that were very, very close, and I feel like, unfortunately, Sabine overall, and specifically Yellow Sabine, has a harder time right now in the meta. And Bubba Yellow is just a super oppressive, strong deck. It ended up winning, I think, day 1 and day 2. No. Day 2, Wu won. But day 3, Bubba Yellow won. And then day 1, Double Yellow Han. So it's kind of the season of Double Yellow right now. Double Yellow Cunning is just heroism or villainy decks are very good. And just the card Cunning as a card is so swingy. If they draw it, it can often feel like they just win the game because they can get damage on base. They can destroy your hand. It's very, very good. And if you've seen my previous video on the Double Yellow Han, you can see the strength of that deck. It took second on day 2 and it took first on day 1. It's pretty insane. And I also think it top 8'd day 3, and the person who top 8'd with it, Ian, he actually, probably could have done better because he ended up having to leave a little bit earlier or concede or something like that. So it did top 8 as well. So it's very, very strong, deck. So, I also got a goodie bag from FFG. So thank you so much for that. They sent me some free goodies. I got like sleeves and, a bunch of packs. So, looking to trade for some cards. If you got a Lando showcase, hit me up in the comments. I also got the convention exclusive. I was able to snag one. There was 200 a day. It was a whole debacle on how that went down. I hope they do it better next time. It was, it was supposed to be like a lottery system, but there was ways to rig it. And unfortunately by day 3, I was told on how to do it and I ended up getting one. So sorry, everybody. Apparently, if you like just refreshed and resubmitted again and again, you just got one. And everyone I knew that got one multiple days in a row, they figured that hack out and it worked every single time. Don't understand why, but Gen Con, if you're watching this, people figured out how to basically rig the system. I don't know. And then as you can see on camera here, this is my buddy Jeremiah. I'm Sinatra on Discord. He actually got one and he opened it on camera for me. And you can just see the close-up of these cards. Some of you haven't seen these in person. They actually look better than I thought. I'm not a fan of the coloring personally, and I don't play like any of these villainy cards. They definitely are more control deck leaning cards. But I really like the foiling. The design on these is really sharp. I think that these cards are probably going to go for a lot of money as we continue here. They could potentially be collector cards 10 years from now. I actually ended up selling mine because I was able to basically pay for my Gen Con trip by selling it to someone who was there. So, yeah, I mean, it was a very fun experience. Exclusives. I got to meet the game designers. Just great information on where the game is headed. You know, the in-flight report where they showed the set 3 stuff. That was exciting because some of that stuff wasn't even online. People weren't posting it on Twitter or Discord fast enough, and we were able to see stuff before anyone else. So it was just an absolute blast. So if y'all saw me or came up to me, thank you so much. And if you weren't there and you're going to be at a future event that I'm at, definitely come say hi. I'm friendly. I don't bite. So, also repping the merch today. I actually got my samples of my merch in the mail while I was at Gen Con, and I did a bunch of research. These are actually like thicker heavyweight tees. They're not like super thin, and the screen printing came out really, really sharp on this. And I also have embroidered sweatshirts and more designs coming. And so far, a bunch of y'all I've been getting a ton of support. So thank you so much for if you purchased on my merch store. And I just been hearing good things. Like I had some people send me some screenshots in Discord saying they really like the quality of the materials. And I'm happy that you get to wear something Star Wars Unlimited. And again, you're supporting me. So I'm very grateful and honored to be able to do that. And that is definitely like the message I want to send out at the end of this video is I just feel very grateful of the community. Again, I said this in the beginning, just all the people that came up to me, said hi, said thank you, definitely gives me like a lot of gas in the tank to keep doing this, because when you're in your basement by yourself making Star Wars Unlimited videos and you go to locals and stuff, and yes, I engage with y'all in the comments and stuff like that, but there's just a different like dynamic when you meet other competitive players, other YouTube creators. I met Unplayable. Go check them out. Late Night Gaming, KTOD, Golden Dice. And if I'm forgetting you, I'm so sorry. But all y'all were so solid people in person. It was a ton of fun. Everyone was there to compete, but then also just have a blast and learn and, you know, get excited about the game. And, you know, there's different interviews on those channels from some of the game designers or marketing. This game is going places, everybody. And that leads me to my last point here is I got some really cool content coming this month and next month. I'm going to be featured in some channels tonight at Late Night Gaming. I'll be featured. I'm going to be having a Magic the Gathering Pro, a pretty well-known Magic the Gathering Pro, featured on my channel where I'm going to interview them on Star Wars Unlimited. That's coming next week. And I also got some other exciting stuff that I might be featured on another channel. I might be getting, I'll announce that later, but thank you so much. And definitely, you know, here it is. Like, comment, subscribe in the bottom. And until next time, see you later.
What's the best deck in the game? What's the best deck?
Han Yellow, baby.